I'm Angie with Core Star Pilates, and today's exercise is breathing. Breathing. I know you know how to breathe. In, out, right? Easy. But what we're going to do is talk about breathing and how it relates to Pilates and do a little breath work that's going to help you in even your day-to-day life. So if you've seen the short Pilates basics video, you know that we talk about how Pilates breath helps fire your powerhouse, how it's like the gas for your Pilates exercises. It helps you connect to your powerhouse. It helps you connect your mind to the movement. And it does help to reduce tension a little bit. So the breath work we're going to do today is going to fall a little bit more into that second and third category of connecting mind to body and reducing tension a little bit. So we're going to use a few props. We're going to use a small ball. So you want something, it could be a little bit smaller than this, it's fine, but you want something that has a little bit of give to it, but not too much give, that still has a little bit of rigidity to it. So something like this is probably going to be a little too soft, and then something like a Yamana ball or a medicine ball is right out. So something like this is going to be a little too much. So something that is got a little bit of give is perfect. It's going to be your Goldilocks ball. It could be a kid's bouncing ball. This is a Marathew's small stability ball. I believe this is the 10-inch variety. Like I said, you could go something smaller. Just depends. Eventually it's going to go here, so you want to be able to get your arm around it. So you don't want it too big that you can't get your arm around it, but so small, like a tennis ball would be too small too. So small that you're not getting anything out of it. But we're going to start first with just our breath. So find a comfortable seat. I'm sitting up on a blanket. You can too. You can sit in a chair. You can have your legs out in front of you. Bend in the knees, crisscross applesauce, wherever you are. I want you to be able to stack your blocks. So your pelvis is your base block, and you want to get your ribs over your pelvis, your shoulders over your ribs, and then your head and neck over your shoulders, and have those blocks stacked up. And then from there, light touch to your powerhouse. Doesn't have to be a strong one here. And then we're just going to breathe. I want you to inhale and exhale. Doesn't have to be Pilates in the nose, out the mouth. It could be whatever works for you today. I'm doing this in spring. There's a lot of pollen around, so I might be breathing a little bit more mouth breathing than there is nose breathing. So do that. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. See how the body's feeling. Do you feel like you have any restrictions in the ribs anywhere? Do you feel like you're getting a complete breath? Now start thinking about that diaphragm and see if you can pull, start from like way deep in your lungs and get a full breath in. All the way to the top, and then use your diaphragm to blow that breath out. All the way out. Do that a few more times. Inhale. All the way out. Inhale all the way to the top. Exhale all the way out. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. And maybe feel a little lightheaded after all that deep breathing. So if you feel that way, maybe take a moment. But see how you felt in your lungs there. We're going to come back to that at the end and see if there's a difference. All right, so now we're going to use the ball. So it's going to start on the sternum. So you want to find your sternum, the breastbone here, and bring it so it's below your chin a little bit. And then you're going to interlace your hands and bring them kind of towards the front and top. So not quite all the way on the top, but not all the way towards the front, somewhere between. And then just let the weight of your arms kind of push that ball into your sternum. And then we're going to use this as a tool to direct our breath. So on your inhale, I want you to think about, as your lungs fill up, you're kind of pushing your ribs and your sternum into that ball. So here we go. Inhale and exhale. And do it again. Inhale, exhale. Breathing into the ball. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And then go ahead and take that ball away. See if you feel a little bit more lightness around your sternum. And then from there, we're going to take it into the armpit. So I'm going to go with my right side first. So it's not all the way up into your armpit, it's a little bit out of it. You're going to bring your arm around and you're going to take your left hand and reach across and grab your right wrist. So this is where, again, you don't want too big of a ball, but you want one that can fit into the crook of your arm here. So go ahead and grab hold. And again, directing the breath. So think about as you inhale, you're going to press your ribs into the ball. So do that here. We're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. And go ahead and take that ball out. And how about you? But for me, this shoulder feels a little bit lighter, like it might be an inch higher than this shoulder. This shoulder feels like it's being pulled down to the ground. So let's do that on the other shoulder. So into the left, not quite all the way up into the armpit. Reach across with your right hand, grab hold of that left wrist, sit up tall, breathe into the ball. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, expand into the ball. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and take that ball away. And hopefully you're feeling a little bit more even on your sides. All right, we're going to be done with that ball, so you can go ahead and put it off to the side. So we're going to lay down onto our side on the mat. If you are on a chair, then you can absolutely do this on a bed if that's better for you. If you don't want to get all the way down to the floor, I wouldn't use a couch because the back of the couch is going to interfere with our ability to roll to the back. So you want something you got a little bit of space that you can reach your arm behind you. So a mat or a bed is going to be your best option. So let's go ahead and come down onto our sides here. I am going to use my blanket as a cushion for my head. You can use a blanket, you can use a pillow, you could use a yoga block. I'm going to double mine up and then I'm going to lay down onto my side here. So in this position, ideally the hips and the shoulders are stacked. Now, can you do this without having them stacked? Absolutely. This is just going to give you a little bit more of a deeper stretch here if your hips and shoulders are stacked. How can you tell if your hips and shoulders are stacked? Well, easiest to have somebody stand over and say, hey, nope, 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 they're not stacked, or yes, they are. But barring that, what you're going to do is you're going to check and see if your knees are stacked. So ideally you have a 90 degree at the hip, a 90 degree at the knee. And if your knees are stacked, then your hips are stacked. Now, if this feels too congested in the hip joint, you can absolutely slide your legs back a little bit here. Otherwise, this is going to give you a good counterbalance for when we rotate to the back. Now, for shoulders, what you're going to do is you're going to reach your arms out in front and stack your hands. So you want your hands to be even with your sternum, not with your bottom arm resting down, because even with your shoulders stacked, it's not going to be even. So hands in front of the sternum, reach them out, get your hands stacked, and then your shoulders will be stacked. Bottom arm could stay here, or it could come up to support your head, or just rest here. Top arm is going to stay here. We are going to have a light connection to our core for this. And I want you to try to keep your hips stacked. So they're going to want to roll to the back. So let's try to keep them stacked. It's going to give you a little bit deeper stretch in your side. So top arm's reaching out in front. We're going to take an inhale, and that arm's going to open up to the ceiling. On the exhale, you're going to turn your ribs, and the arm's just going to come along for the ride. And you're going to let that arm reach behind you. We're going to pause here and take that inhale kind of towards that armpit. And then on your exhale, use those obliques and bring your ribs back to stacked. And then the arm comes down. We're going to do that 3 more times. So inhale the arm up. Exhale. You're going to rotate the ribs towards the back. Now you can play with the angle of the arm here. Maybe reaching it a little up or a little bit down. Take an inhale. Exhale. Use your obliques to rotate back towards the front. And do that again. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate the ribs, try to keep the hips stacked. Like I said, you'll get a nice stretch in the side here if you can keep those hips stacked. Inhale here. Exhale all the way around towards the front. We'll do that one more time. Inhale the arm up. Exhale, rotate towards the back. Pause here for an inhale. Exhale, use those obliques to help rotate back around to the front. All right, we're going to do that on our other side. So go ahead and come on up and let's switch it around. So move whatever prop you're using if you're using a prop. Actually, I'm probably not going to use this on this side because I got a mic and I don't want to squish the mic. So let's check real quick. Are the hips stacked? Are my knees stacked? Then my hips are stacked. Stack my hands. Check with the shoulders. That looks good. I'm going to use my hand to help support my head. Top arm's going to be here. Light connection to your core. Here we go. Inhale the arm up. Exhale, use those obliques. We're going to open and turn the ribs up as the arm reaches back. Pause here for your inhale. Exhale, use those obliques to rotate back around. And we do that again. Inhale the arm up. Exhale, rotate. Maybe see about taking arm up a little bit or a little down. Pause here for your inhale. Exhale, rotate all the way around. 2 more times. Inhale the arm up. Exhale, try to keep those hips stacked. You'll still get a decent stretch if the hips aren't quite stacked. So you'll get a deeper stretch if they are. Inhale. Exhale all the way around. And one more time. Inhale the arm up. Exhale, we're going to rotate. Inhale here. Exhale all the way around to the front. You can use this arm to help push you up to a seated position. If you were seated on something, you can come back to it. If you want to go back to your chair, you can do that. So we're going to check back in on our breaths. So find a comfortable seat, whatever that is for you, and check in. Let's do a few more breaths. We're going to inhale and exhale. And again, nice deep breath. And exhale. 2 more times. All the way to the top. Start with the bottom. And then blow it all the way out. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. And I hope that you're feeling a little bit more open through the lungs, through the ribs. I hope this brought a little bit more connection from mind to body. And you can come back to this at any point in time that you like. And I'm looking forward to sharing more exercises with you over the next 2 weeks. I hope you have a great day.